Hey everyone, welcome. I'm Helga Moreno, a senior marketer here at Spring, and we help co-working spaces like yours do things quickly and easily. We take care of those boring everyday tasks so you don't have to. This helps you get more done and keep your members happy. And now, when my marketing moment is over, I'm super excited to introduce you to David Smith, my partner for this webinar today. He's from Brevo, and Brevo helps businesses with access control, making sure only the right people get in and at the right times. And they do this with a really cool system that's all online. David's going to tell us how the right access control can make a big difference for your working space.
Yeah, thanks for oh, sorry, Helga. Yeah, thanks for having me. It's my absolute pleasure to be here today, and I'm excited to share some really useful tips from my 10 years in the access control world. I've been working with operators such as yourselves, which has been an absolute pleasure. At the end of the day, what we are aiming for is to help make access control a real asset for your space.
Yeah, cool. Thank you for your presentation, David. We can dive in and let's start talking about these modern coworkers. They're a whole new ball game, right? What kind of changes are you seeing in what they are looking for these days?
I mean, I think what you said, Helga, is spot on. It's so true. The focus now for the operators that I'm working with is very much around the user experience, how they interact with facilities. These members, these tenants, they're used to having everything on their mobile phones. So they order food from it, they book taxis or Ubers, and really they want that same level of convenience and ease when it comes to accessing their workspace. So whether that's opening up a door, booking a meeting room, or finding out the events that are being scheduled in a particular month in a particular space, everything's now done through that mobile phone.
Yeah, exactly. I remember when administrators had to keep track of all those keys and cards, trying to remember which one went where. It was a nightmare to administer. But these days, people just want things to be simple and easy.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. I mean, I think let's not forget, post COVID, we've had the rise of hybrid working. People are bouncing between office and home, sometimes even to different locations within the same day. Their access needs are constantly changing. The traditional systems that you may or may not have used in the past, they simply can't keep up. And similar to what Helga said, it is a nightmare to administer and keep these workplaces secure. These days, operators now have the convenience of increasing security, improving on efficiency, and creating a fantastic tenant experience by keeping it mobile. No more multiple cards against one user, no more missing visitor or guest passes, no more stopping what you're doing to provide access rights. It's simple and easy with cloud and also with mobile.
Yeah, so with all these changes, what are some of the biggest headaches you see working spaces dealing through?
Yeah, I mean, I think, well, security is always top of mind. You need to secure those assets that you have, but it's not just about keeping the, in inverted commas, bad guys out. It's about giving the right people the right access at the right time without creating a huge headache for operators. As I mentioned before, whether it's a meeting room, a bookable space, or even just a simple asset, the ability to have this managed by your workspace apps such as SpaceSpring rather than that receptionist or person at the desk. It simply reduces the friction and it increases the overall user experience. And let's face it, dealing with lost keys, forgotten cards, it can be a real nightmare.
Yeah, I know. It's like, if you remember this game, Where's Waldo from your childhood, with all those keys, you're constantly trying to find the right ones. Okay, David, let's be honest. We will heard those nightmare stories from our customers, right? Lost keys, forgotten cards, you already mentioned. It's just never-ending story. And then there's security risks too. You just don't know where those keys end up. Someone finds one and boom, they can walk right in. That's a huge concern for the people running these spaces.
Yeah, absolutely, Helga, and the admin burden is as well. It's just insane. Tracking those keys, issuing replacements, not to forget the cost of actually issuing those replacements as well, not only on time, but also on the physical card as well. And dealing with after hours emergencies as well, it takes its toll. And not to mention, at the end of the day, it's the frustration for the members as well. Imagine having to wait at the door, they forgot their card. It's not always a great first impression for the space. Even it could be like access rights are not properly implemented. It's just not a good look. So having solutions such as Brevo, we can help you with that customer retention. What I always try and do is try and automate those processes as best I can. So we want to do away with these manual check-ins at the front desk. We want to automate this process and allow visitors and guests that seamless access into your meeting rooms and into desks or other areas of your facility.
Yeah, exactly. And we hear the same thing, right? Co-working space operators are constantly getting questions about access issues. And it's a huge distraction when they are trying to, build their community and grow their business. Who has time for that at all?
Yeah, I can't agree more. I mean, there's far more valuable things that you could be putting your time into. Um, you know, Nobody has time for that. And when you're trying to run a thriving co-working space, we simply need a better way. Sometimes or something that's more efficient, more secure, and less stressful for everyone involved. And that's where we want to get to.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's exactly why we're here today, to show everyone how much easier things can be with the right access control. So, David, let's ditch those keys and give our customers a better experience, right? How do we do that? What are the most important parts of this new approach to access control?
It's a great question, Helga, and think of it like this, where we have cloud-based access control solutions that integrate in with workspace management platforms such as SpaceBring. We automate, we improve efficiency, and we allow that flexibility and security to be implemented as well. My whole thing is, instead of fumbling with keys, imagine a world where members can simply tap their phone to enter. That's mobile access, and it's a significant improvement on PIN code and physical cards that we have today.
Yeah, that would save everyone so much time, right? And can you imagine no more worry about security and lost keys? That got to be a huge relief.
Absolutely, and it doesn't stop there. We can automate things such as access granting, new members get added, synced automatically, along with their access permissions as well, which are updated instantaneously. No more do you have the bundle of 100 cards that are sitting there on a desk, and you have a member of staff implementing each name, each card ID into the access control system and hoping that the access rights are implemented correctly. And there's a lot of chaos when it comes to bringing in a new tenant or members into the building, and what we're trying to do is just alleviate some of that stress on you.
Yeah, that's a huge improvement. And we see the same thing, our customers really want things to connect smoothly, being able to link up access control with their co-working space software. That's essential these days.
Absolutely. Imagine a scenario you have an online booking or a customer that books a meeting room. Access control system automatically grants them temporary access for that specific time slot, whether that be 5 minutes before or 15 minutes before. You can decide. No more juggling schedules or remembering which rooms they have access to. It's all done through the power of the integration with SpaceBring and Brevo.
Yeah, that would make a huge difference for everyone running a co-working space. It saves them time, helps to avoid mistakes, and just make things better for members overall.
Yeah, I mean, I think you've also got to remember that and not forget the data insights that you're getting from an integration or a solution such as SpaceBing and Brevo. With modern systems, you can track access patterns, you can identify peak usage times, and even spot potential security risks. This data can be incredibly valuable for making informed business decisions, such as, hey, we may not have enough meeting rooms, or we may have too many. We may be able to move that into another type of asset, and that's where the power of the integration really adds value to what it is that you as an operator are trying to achieve.
Yeah, that's amazing. So basically, streamlined access means things are easier and more flexible for members, and safer and efficient for the people running the space. So everybody wins.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's
Okay, David. So we've talked about why streamlined access is important, but now let's get down to business. How can we actually make this happen in a real co-working space? What can people do?
It's a great question, Helga, and I think as this slide actually shows, let's focus on mobile access, and when it comes to mobile access itself, there's a few things that we have to bear in mind. The first thing and most important is to have that mobile friendly hardware. Things like Bluetooth readers that can communicate with members' phones. There's also a secure mobile app, and this app simply just acts as a digital key that allows them to unlock doors, access meeting rooms, and much more.
Yeah, right. And what about new members? No more handling of keys or making them wait. We need to give them access automatically. So how does that actually work?
So when a new member signs up through the co-working space management platform, such as SpaceBring, their access, or sorry, their group, which could be a company name, it could be anything, is pushed into Brevo, along with the users that are actually applied to that group as well. That's automatically created in the Brevo solution. And from that, digital keys are then pushed to those users, which then allows them the ability to download mobile applications and generate keys to be able to unlock those doors on predefined access rights.
Yeah, and this eliminates the need for manual data entry. Yeah, that's cool, exactly. So it's got to be smooth, right? Okay, so let's talk about seeing what's happening in real time. How can we get a clear picture of who's coming and going?
I mean, I think like, a robust access control system, such as Brevo provides a user-friendly dashboard. This dashboard gives operators real-time visibility into access activity. Data insights. We use the power of AI um, to generate really key data points that is unique to your facility. They can also see who's entered the space and even track usage patterns across different areas. If there's integrations with video platforms, that can also be pulled in as well. So, for example, if Helga went through the door and you wanted to quickly have a look at that event, you could pull that up in Brevo, click on the event itself, pull up the video clip of Helga opening the door, and that way you can also bring in other aspects as well.
Yeah, that's incredible. With this information, shared spaces can make smarter decisions about how people use their space, their staff, and even how they keep things more secure.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, a phrase that's often used in our industry is creating a seamless street to seat experience. Whether you're a member, tenant, visitor, guest, we allow you to create an experience that pretty much keeps people coming back for more. By implementing these steps, mobile access, automated access granting, and robust reporting, co-working spaces can truly streamline access and create a better experience for everyone.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see how this works in real world. I must confess that Spacebree and Breeva actually partnered not so long ago, but we already have something to proud. We have some happy customers, and one of them is a famous network, Notel. Everyone knows Notel, I'm sure, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I can think of at least three other co-working spaces in this short-term partnership that we've had so far, from Founder Space, Notel, the collective workspace, sorry, the collective space that we've collaborated on. So it's growing every day.
Yeah, I've got founder space for Dana on this slide because they've been with us for longest. David, can you tell us a bit about what they were looking for, the problems they had with access control, and how those got solved? And maybe you have any interesting stories from when you were setting things up for them.
I mean, I think as a general rule, most operators tend to focus on four key areas. Founder space are very similar in the requirements also. These areas include integration capabilities, ease of deployment, ease of use, future proofing. I think from an integration capability standpoint, it must have something that works with the co-working management platforms such as SpraySpring. So you tend to find those prerequisites are already there. Can we automate a manual process of duplicating user data in SpaceBring and another access control platform? Of course we can. That's why our integration is so strong. It may also involve other technologies from like, video surveillance and CCTV aspect that I mentioned previously, where we need video data for an event, or even down to IT specific requirements such as single sign-on and SSO. We've got you covered in those aspects. Ease of deployment be the next issue, especially with organizations that have multi-site requirements such as Founder Space. Having a solution that can be quickly and securely rolled out across a number of sites minimizes disruption for the operator and their members or tenants. The ability to have all those sites under one account will allow the operator to manage all those locations centrally, moving away from that standalone approach of days gone by. This is the power of cloud-based access control, and it's something that I think is really important to operators. The next area, in quite simply, is ease of use. Finding data and events is easy in a user-friendly UI. It's simply a must. Allowing operators to be self-reliant without having to undergo days and days of training on a platform, it's just not sustainable. And the final area is the ability for a platform such as Brevo to allow operators to decide when they are ready to implement key improvements to their site. That may be adding doors such as wireless locks to meeting rooms or adding additional doors on site. You choose, and it's very simple to implement. You might not be ready to move from a physical card to a mobile credential or even to Apple Wallet, but know that the solution that you install is ready to take you on that journey when you're ready. You don't have to do this from day one, but understanding that as you grow as an organization, your access control solution can also means it's no future expensive hardware changes which no one wants to go through.
Yeah, thank you so much for sharing this story. This was really, informative. Yeah, so like David, we've covered a lot today. We talked about the headaches of old school access control, looked at how much better things can be with streamlined access, and even talked about how to actually make it happen.
Yeah, I mean, it's for me, it's been a pleasure to talk to everyone on the call today, Helga. I think we've given operators a lot to think about.
Absolutely. So what's next? If you guys are ready to get rid of those keys and give your members a better experience, we can help. Just schedule a demo with SpaceBring and we'll show you how we can make things faster and easier for you and for your members. And don't forget, David and the team at Brevo are here to help you with all your access control needs. So if you're ready to get started, just scan one of the QR codes on the screen. One code will let you schedule a demo with SpaceBring, and the other will put you in touch with Brevo.
Thanks again, Helga. It's been a great discussion, and thanks everyone for your time on the call today.
Thanks so much, David, and everyone. Remember, streamlined access isn't just about making things easier. It's about making a whole co-working experience better. It's about making things smoother, safer, and more enjoyable for everyone. Thank you so much for joining us today, everyone. Have a great rest of your day.